Good morning and welcome to Ronin. My name is Rob and this is a personal development journal. It's my way of tracking my personal development journey. And what I do is every day I write a journal, and then on here I'll read the journal and then expand on some thoughts afterwards. So today is the 14th of October 2024. So I'll read it out and then we'll talk about it after. I've started the process of deleting emails and unsubscribing from newsletters. It's something that I've been meaning to do for a while now, but it's one of those tasks that never made the physical to-do list. I do feel a little mentally lighter for it. It feels like I'm starting to unwind a big tangled ball of string that's been lodged in the back of my head. Like background processes that run on a PC that you never see but do take up memory and processing power, these seemingly unimportant tasks, like sorting the loft out, clearing down emails, organising the files on your computer, or fitting a new handle on the bathroom door, all real examples, do feel like they take up some mental space, especially when stacked on top of each other, draining precious mental energy that could be used for more important things. I want to start to untangle this big ball of knotted string and clear some of this mental space. One good technique I learned from Getting Things Done by David Allen is to offload all your to-dos from your head into an inbox. You then schedule a regular time to organise your inbox and then add the items to your calendar so they actually get done. I'll do this with all of the background tasks I can think of. Write them all down and systematically work through them. I don't want them to get in the way of work, but it might be small evening or weekend projects. Then it's a case of trying to stay on top of it all. Plus, it will give me the feeling of getting some control back on my life. And then I've put an action point. Write down on paper all of the background tasks I can think of that should get done that I've been putting off. Yes, so I think about all these little tasks that keep getting put off, and just, whether that be weeding the driveway or, like I said, sorting the loft out. And they are in there in the back of your head because they pop up every now and again, and it's like they just bug you every now and again. So they are in there, and I think it does take up some of your mental space and a little bit of your processing power. So yeah, my plan is to write everything down, everything I can think of, any small job. Like I mentioned, we currently don't have a handle on the bathroom door. I put a lock on it so you can still close the door and lock it, but there's no physical handle. So that's one thing I need to do. Like I mentioned, I need to sort the loft out. Things like in the kitchen, I need to put some new sealant around the sink. There's loads of small little jobs that every time, I might look at when I'm washing the dishes, I need to get that done. Or every time I back the car onto the driveway, I need to weed the driveway because it's getting a little bit out of hand. Yeah, so I'm going to write all the tasks down. David Allen, he recommends getting a physical inbox, like a little paper tray or something like that, where you can write something down on, maybe a post-it or something like that, pop it in the tray, and then schedule, maybe on a Friday afternoon or whenever is best for you, a time to sort through the inbox. So anything that crops up in your head, write it down, put it in the inbox. It kind of mentally frees you. Yeah, write it down, put it in the inbox, schedule a time to then sort through the inbox and assign a time and a place to do that task. So for example, I might say I need to sort through the loft. It's going to be probably a couple of hours work, so that's going to be a weekend job. Have a look in your calendar, find a day on the weekend where you have a couple of free hours, put it there, get it done. So yeah, I'm going through the process, like I mentioned, of clearing down emails, and it's just stuff that accumulates over time. And I've been talking a lot about living with intention, and yet, emails come through, newsletters that, I've signed up for at some point thinking, oh, that might be a good idea. And then very rarely actually open them. And these emails just keep coming through without my intention. So by deleting them, unsubscribing, I'm sort of gaining the control back of what comes into the inbox. And then every time the phone bings, it should be something more meaningful than a newsletter. Or this morning, I actually went through some of my notifications on my phone and just turned off the ones that I never bother with, but the notification keep binging or vibrating or whatever. And being intentional about which notifications I actually want to receive. Like if someone sends me a direct message, I'll read that. But if it's someone's birthday today on Facebook, no offense to those people, but if I go on Facebook, I'll see that anyway. So I don't need a bing on my phone to let me know. And if it's anyone important, I'll know if it's their birthday. That sounds bad. Anyone important to me. Yeah. So gaining that intention back with things that pop up on your phone, with your mental space, your mental energy, gaining some control back over your life. I think this is a good way to start untangling that ball of string and get some mental clarity back. Thank you for watching today's journal entry. I'll catch you in the next one.